It's 5 minutes past the hour of 3 o'clock, and you are live under the radar with yours truly, Heavy Duty and David Welch. And the big bad Heavy Duty is in studio right now. Heavy Duty, what's going on?
Yes, good afternoon to you, David Welch. Good afternoon to those of you locked on Talk City 91.1 FM. Good afternoon to those of you locked on work, if you're still at work, and those of you locked on in their vehicles heading home from work. Good afternoon to you, those of you in maxis, taxis, buses, and PH cars, and those of you locked on at home on conventional radio. And of course, good afternoon to those of you locked on the social media all across the world, on YouTube, and on Facebook via the Talk City 91.1 Facebook and YouTube pages. Good afternoon to those of you locked on in Tobago, the beautiful island of Tobago. Always locked on and listen. Good afternoon to you guys. You know I'm be up in Tobago soon, right? And good afternoon to those of you locked on all across the world. Those of you locked on in the Caribbean, those of you locked on in the South America, in North America, in Canada, in the United States of America, in the EU, in the UK, those of you locked on in Africa, in Asia, in China, in Australia, in Russia, all across the world. Welcome to the #1 afternoon talk show in Trinidad and Tobago, Under the Radar, and the fastest growing talk show in the world.
Yep. And all of Trinidad and Tobago as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so welcome to Under the Radar, Trinidad and Tobago. You know, we had a long weekend, boy. A fiery weekend, I think it was, boy. It had so much happening this weekend.
Yes.
Plenty things.
Plenty things happening this weekend.
From Hadid all the way down to PNM.
All right, so before we jump into the bacchanal with Balize House, people reach out to me on social media and asking me, why did the government take out money out of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund? Well, how much billion, whatever the case will be. Right? And I told them that basically I don't have that information. Right? I saw the article, but the article didn't go into detail of what the money was for, whatever the case will be.
The article was suspicious.
Yes. And
from Guardian and
what was surprising to me is the timeline when they want to post that article about money being taken out of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund, right? And I know that is what you call a deflection tactic, right, by the media for the people of this country not to focus on the Balize House issue, right? With the investigation now. The new investigation started on the financial situation regarding Balize House.
Explain it.
Yes, we need to find out how come they could afford to build that building for Balize House.
Yep.
So I know the media putting out that money being taken out of the Heritage and Stabilization Fund is like a deflection.
Well, actually, the government put out that information. The media just shared it. but the media didn't. The headline is just a withdrawal.
Right.
The media didn't post the part, or
Well, this is what I
post up
said.
the part where it says over 300 million USD was added to the fund, and the fund actually increased. You and I sat here last
And we
week.
said that. We said that. You said
And
that.
we said that. And the Ministry of Finance released the information on their social pages. If y'all don't believe, go to the Facebook page and you would see it yourself.
Right.
On the ministry's website. You would see all the information there. But all the media worried about is how much money was withdrawn within a roughly 5 to 6 month period. And I recall us saying on this program, I saying on this program as well, even if Kamala withdraw money from the fund, remember who put it there. It is not Keith Rowley. It is not Colin Imbert.
Yeah.
It is not Stuart Young. It is only Kamala Prasad Bisesa and the United National Congress. And I will challenge anybody to debate that. Anybody at all. The person or the entity that placed the most amount of money into that Heritage and Stabilization Fund is the Kamala Prasad Bisesa-led administration. And all of them on that side, all of them, all the opposition running with now because of Balize House is withdrawal and this and that and the other. When this administration is the most transparent administration in Trinidad and Tobago so far.
Yeah.
The most transparent. All right? Those people need to explain the wealth of Balize House and how come since after you lost an election, nothing could be done with Balize House. They just park up there like an old bus park up on the side of the road. That's what's going on there.
Yeah.
Keith Rowley can't come and talk to this nation, I see Randall Mitchell and all of them coming out to talk and say heritage, and they're talking about all sorts of different things they're talking about. They need to come and tell the people about Balize House and with the receipts. Show your receipts, present your receipts. That's what they need to show. Don't come and tell us about heritage because Kamala's showing exactly where the money going and exactly how much money was put into the Heritage and Stabilization Fund and how much was taken out.
Yeah.
We could say we're transparent, or the government could say they're transparent in that regard. When Colin Member took out money from the fund, where it was for? They say it's to pay salaries. How much people was paid? Them can't talk now, heavy. Them can't talk to anybody.
All right. So you want to read the article?
I don't. Everything loading up right now.
All right. Oh, yeah,
right,
yeah.
But heritage and stabilization, people only have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all when it comes to heritage and stabilization. All right, the government is the most transparent, and they're doing what is needed to be done for Trinidad and Tobago. All right. What else, boy? This whole the weekend was a long weekend in Trinidad. It was a long weekend, but let me see here. It had so much things. Everything here is still opening up and loading up. All right. Look at right here from the ministry page. All right.
Yeah.
From the Ministry of Finance page, it says Heritage and Stabilization Fund HSF Quarterly Investment Report, July to September of 2025. You do not have an administration that did this, that was so transparent with it. The total net value of the fund as of September 30th, 2025 was US $6 billion, all right? Approximately 18.4 million higher than the net asset value of US 6.322.9 million. It says as of the end of June 2025.
Right.
Of this total, the investment portfolio was valued at US 6.339.8 million, while the remaining portion was held in operating cash accounts to cover day-to-day expenses. That's what it was used for. So the money that was withdrawn from the Heritage and Stabilization Fund was used for day-to-day expenses. All right. During the quarter, US $260.78 million was withdrawn from the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. And this, it says under Section 15 of the HSF Act 2007 for the financial year 2023-2024. Assets within the U.S. core domestic equity mandate were liquidated to meet this obligation. All right. So it says everything there for people to see. So you don't need to go on Guardian Media and to try and get your information there. The Heritage and Stabilization Fund investment portfolio returned, not that it depleted, it returned to 4.54% of the quarter ending September 2025, surpassing, and we said it right here, it surpassed the benchmark, which advanced 3.35%. Strong equity performance, while positive contributions from the fixed income mandates also added the HSF total return. The whole thing there, the PNM making a whole issue out of nothing. They need to tell us about that, how much it is, $180 million for Balize House over what, a 10-year period, and still it's sit down there and they get it from raffle tickets.
Yeah,
raffle tickets.
Raffle tickets and barbecue.
Barbecue. I will do some barbecue from now until 2030.
Barbecue seems to be a very lucrative business.
Apparently, now until 2030, I will do barbecue. And then this donkey, Keith Rowley, coming out to talk. I'm playing. He want to talk about Kamala Persad-Bissessar, and they want to say it's political victimization.
Yeah,
what is it? You know, political victimization. And they're calling for, they say they're renewing the calls for campaign finance reform. 10 years, you sit on there, no campaign finance reform. You come and you lose the election. Kamala showing that she not bluffing, and she going after white-collar crime.
Yeah.
Campaign finance reform. They're trying to say, I see some of them asking how much was spent for the UNC's campaign in 2025.
Yeah. So, why do I want to ask that now when we're talking about Balize House? I don't understand.
Because
all of a sudden they're just grabbing at straws because since the Balize House issue jump out, they're like running around like headless chicken and they're running around like chicken nectar. The sky is falling, you know. Right? But then I waiting to see everything unfold. I waiting for bated breath because I know that $180 million was not in raffle ticket and was not in barbecue.
Where they getting from?
You understand?
Where they getting from?
All right.
They run so much ministries in debt.
Yes.
The Housing Development Corporation giving out $500 million contracts to Foster Cummins. Millions of dollars in contracts. The Housing Development Corporation under the People's National Movement, when you go down there to Maloney, giving gang members contracts. So much so that just before the election, days before the election, they want to come and renew contracts for people down Maloney. To do what? The HDC, as you should know, the HDC can't even go and pick up garbage down Maloney because the gang leaders and them don't want nobody to come and pick it up. They want to make the place look filthy. All PNM corporations, you know, all of PNM corporations, they deliberately wanting to make the place look stink and dirty and tell you that ministry or government ain't paying out anybody, ain't send no checks for nobody to get paid. So we can't pay all you now, we have to pay all you later on when the money there, you know. The PNM playing a nasty game, you know.
Wow.
They're playing a nasty game. The minister in the Ministry of Housing, the man that they don't like, Senator the Honorable Philip Edward Alexander, visited 3 HDC sites so far. Canada, right there in Port of Spain, George Street, Nelson Street there.
Right.
And then today, they went up Golconda. All 3 places neglected by the PNM. Mostly their bases neglected by the People's National Movement. But they telling us that is raffle ticket and is barbecue. Build that crap down Port of Spain there. Raffle ticket and barbecue from the very supporters that they neglected for years. There's a reason why today those 1% that we know of, called the eater food elites that Kamala Persad-Bissessar spoke about, not saying nothing because they realize there's a prime minister that not playing games with any of them. She not playing games, and she don't want their money. The whole country up in arms. Oh, she's still drinking Blue Waters, and so what? We have nothing against Blue Waters. The government have nothing.
Why I want to find out? Nobody in the government ever called for no boycott of Blue Waters or anything to do with Blue Waters.
Nobody.
This way I see it on the media, don't buy Blue Waters and this Blue Waters and Carl pull off Blue Waters of the thing. This have nothing to do with Blue Waters.
Nothing.
Right? The man who is now in custody, right, on allegations, right? The owner of Blue Waters and his wife, Just they get charged. Nobody
They get charged yet.
They get charged, but they're in custody.
They're in custody.
Right?
They're in custody. And they should remain there if they have a plot to take out the prime minister.
That is not the issue. The issue is not blue waters.
It's not.
You understand? So nobody's calling you guys to boycott blue waters and all them things.
That message coming from the PNM.
Wow.
Is their base, is the PNM. You was on TikTok yesterday. I listen.
David Welch, I don't need you to tell me the national public. If I didn't want nobody to know I'm TikTok, you come and talk my business.
You're on the public thing.
I don't want
you doing
I
thing
don't want the national public to know that I on TikTok.
I rolling it back in. All they didn't hear that.
Right? You never hear me come here and advertise my TikTok account and say, come and follow me on TikTok.
Listen.
You never hear me do that.
Listen.
Right?
There was a topic, an engagement about the economy that I listened to. If you don't want to talk about it, we go bring it up later
Listen. Right? My good friend Demorius Orsley, aka Tabakit, right? Just be on TikTok defending this government. And I'm making a clarion call to the relevant authorities, right? And this government, right? He's doing human service on the media, defending the party. And he told me, and I realize it'll be him and everybody else is PNM. And they'll be lambasting and dragging and he's trying to defend. So I want to give my brother a helping hand, right? On the media. He tell me these platforms that be talking about UNC right through.
Right through.
So I went there yesterday and hearing the propaganda and misinformation.
You just had to.
And I was in the comments, right? And I was commenting, them talking crap. They're talking trippiness. No facts. Just emotion and propaganda. And I was invited to talk. Seeing that I had the answers.
DJ Heavy, come on.
And I went up and I expatiate. And I went up and let them know the facts.
You stay a while.
I said a little while because I didn't do yesterday. I didn't do yesterday. I was at home, lie down in my bed. So I went on in the media to defend. Right? But I must say, Colin Tabakit, yeah, he's a good one.
He's a good one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
there we go.
While all of that was happening and the nonsense was being spewed across social, the PNM trying their best,
Brother man,
they're trying.
After listening to socials yesterday, I realized people just going with the narrative, boy.
Yeah, boy.
People just going with the crap, boy.
Stupid. Nonsense. Set of propaganda.
Listen, a man call and say, right, how do we take taxpayers' money to build house? Over $3 billion in taxpayers' money to build house with these contractors, and who's them contractors from AGC, and 11 of them is the friends of the government, and I had also come in and explain to him, my brother, the men are putting up their own money, not a cent from taxpayers is going to be building those houses. The contractors themselves is pooling together their money to build the houses, and AGC just managing it, right? Where did you get that information from?
Well, I read something now, and I didn't read the whole article. I just read the headlines now. No, I hear that now. Some people have said they just read the headlines now.
A man said Petrochin was losing money. That's why they had also close it down. Everybody in Petrochin was making big money and the workers were getting big money. I had also come in and say Petrochin was not closed down because it was in debt or because of anything like that. The former Prime Minister under Patrick Manning regime, right, had a gas liquid deal with Malcolm Jones. Malcolm Jones was the CEO of
the corrupt.
Correct. And they will leverage Petrotrin and its assets to take out how much $1 billion loan to open a gas liquid plant, and it failed.
And they wanted to give away the assets.
So now Petrotrin, now to defend its assets, have to be paying these bullet payments. Right? But it's not Petrotrin debt. It's actually Malcolm Jones' debt.
And he fly out. He gone.
Well, he actually passed away now.
He passed away now.
Yeah.
But at that time, he had gone, right? He
right. And not only that, when the Kamala Prasad Bissessa, when they were in government, they actually went file an injunction to get Malcolm Jones to bring back the money. And when this PNM government come in for Sawari, stop it. Stop the case. Throw it away. So Malcolm Jones get away with the money.
I hear you had a big building in New York.
No,
you
no,
had
no,
a
no,
big
no,
building?
no. Not Michael just had no building. O'Halloran had the building.
O'Halloran had the building.
Right? Two different timelines.
Anyway,
so I was trying to explain to them that the Petrotrin fiasco with the closing down of Petrotrin was no fault of Petrotrin or Petrotrin itself. Actually, in a Freedom of Information Act that the same partner, Gregory Aboud, released showing that Petrotrin was making money, right? And it wasn't in that Petrotrin was not in the hole, right? It's this bullet payment that was tied into Petrotrin, where Petrotrin had to be paying for somebody else's fault, right, is what was causing the problem. But they didn't come out and say that. They paint a whole picture and said that was a propaganda. Petrotrin costing the government too much money, and Petrotrin this, and Petrotrin that, and this, and the workers, and this, and that, and that. And they choke Petrotrin under the bus. And here they said that we have no refinery.
Which is why I see them on social media again talking about this new data center.
Yeah, they talk about data
center. No water, electricity.
And I want to tell my former colleague, Mr. Robert Amar. Right?
Go ahead.
I was sorry the live cut off when I was talking, because I was coming for you after you talk all that nonsense. But don't worry, not today.
All you had to say, Robert Amar Hall. Hall. I want to tell Robert Amar Hall.
Don't
I see
don't
that
get
man
into
coming
that.
in my comments.
Don't
Hall.
get into that. Right? Me and Robert have a relationship. Don't get into that. That's a relationship, a friendship.
A friendship.
Yeah, but
He
you know, we just go back and forth debate, and he have good ideas and
Robert Amar nothing.
Let me move on.
All the time. Anyway,
let me move on. That is not the issue. Anyway,
hold on. You can't exit the conversation just yet, right?
Yes. So,
because they have a whole data center talk. Right? Data center, we have no water, electricity, how much it go take, blah, 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 blah. Them is the same people that has come left, right, and center. Diversification! We need to move away from oil and gas. The country don't have no more oil and gas.
I think the data center is a very brilliant idea.
Very
brilliant idea, right?
But it's not coming yet to no heavy. That's not the information, you know. That's not the information.
We are just in talks.
Just in talks.
We are just, the government is in, if you read the article, they say the government is in talks, right?
With the US.
To bring,
see if it's possible.
That they can bring data centers to the Caribbean, to Trinidad and Tobago. They even lay out how much jobs will be created and how much money will be made from it every year in US. Right? Now, just rolling back a little bit to the Balizé house.
Yeah.
With all the barbecue and the raffle ticket. Let me stick on the raffle ticket.
Yeah.
Right? And somebody now sent my message and it's very good.
Okay.
Who was the winners for those raffle tickets? Are you see anything on the newspapers?
What they win?
And what did they win? You see any car giveaway? Any pamper? Money?
No.
What they win?
No. The winner seat in Parliament.
The winner seat in Parliament.
Oh,
what David
no. The winner seat in Parliament. That is the only how you could become a PNM member.
We are looking for the people who win in the raffle that they say all this raffle that had to get money.
But you...
I didn't see that post in no newspapers or no media.
Can you not see you had a former prime minister called Stuart Young? He was a part of that. His family was a part of that.
So them get a card and win the contest?
He win the prime minister chair.
I don't understand.
That's how he win. That's how he become prime minister. He win the prime minister chair.
Oh, Lord.
He invested roughly a few dollars into the PNM and he win the prime minister seat. That is why Keith Christopher Rowley suddenly wanted to resign and appoint a prime minister, not call an election.
Oh, Lord, Father. So I am seeing here, oh, Lord, they're launching a petition against the AI Center.
Let them do what they want.
Calling on the government to halt approval of proposed artificial intelligence data centers in Trinidad and Tobago. Why somebody sent me this? Was attracting more than 3,200 verifications.
Like PNM. It's a no logical thinking person that would say no to any type of development. But you know what this smelling like? Have you go back in history? This smelling like section 30 something, boy. It's smelling like an email gate, boy. It smells like a gate. You ain't smelling a gate? It feels like a gate.
I take off my sense of smell when it comes to gate. Anyway, we have the people and them who ready to come in.
They're ready to call.
Yes, so let me get them in now. Let me hear what they say.
We ain't gonna stop talking now.
Yeah, we go talk. We go stop talk. We had a real long weekend. So we
Call Talk City 91.1 FM now 622-4911. WhatsApp us at 394-4911.
Caller, you live.
Good afternoon, David and Heavy.
Yeah, brother, go ahead.
Before I say what I have to say, let me say this to you.
Yeah.
I am in full support of the AI centers. I believe that it would be a step forward for Trinidad and Tobago. I will have my full support. And at the same point in time, I want the UNC to know I would never treat the AI center like how they treated the Shelter Park, like how they treated the OPVs, like how they treated standards, like how they treated reform of the police service, like how they treated the TTRA, and so many other progressive steps that this nation had to take to be better today. I will never treat it like that.
You could miss me with that nonsense. That nonsense you just talk. Miss me with it. Yeah, you're going to get to finish, but miss me with your nonsense.
I want to say this to Heavy. Heavy, one thing you must never do is to keep your supporters in ignorance. You must never.
But I will PNM doing. Look at PNM constituencies. Look at PNM constituencies versus UNC constituencies. Who oppressed? Tell me, who oppressed? Who oppressed?
Malcolm Jones was assigned the task of putting a gas to liquid plant at Petrotrin.
I'm not taking that. I don't need that. Caller, I don't need it. Caller.
Good afternoon to Brother Heavy and Brother
Mr.
TV.
Tabakit.
I have one question this evening. And it's a burning question. All these name influencers.
You're breaking up, Mr. Tabakit.
You hearing me properly now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. The question I have, all these big name influencers on TikTok, why it is they not coming out with blazing guns defending the government? And let me repeat this. All the big names influencers on TikTok, why it is they are not pushing the government agenda and policy and running to defend the government? As long as you see yourself as an activist, and anywhere anything is being said about the current government, you must run on that live immediately to defend the government policy and the government agenda. And that is what I know an activist is supposed to do. Regardless if you carry the name big influencer, big this, let me say this. The election is over. And the role you would have played then is not to play that role. Now you have to. I can't tell people what to do, but I'm saying heavy duty, you seeing for yourself. You see what is happening.
Yep.
I'm saying, where all these big names? These are burning questions. So tell me, you get your pound of flesh, you're hiding, so when you would come out only for elections, things don't work so. I am making a clarion call to the powers that be. Talk to these influencers. I don't know if they cannot push the narrative. I don't know if they can't push the policy, if they can't speak to the various agenda, what's happening with the various ministries. This is a real issue. This is not to say knocking anybody. Because I'll tell you, and Brother Heavy and Brother David, you know it, there is a lot of intellectual out there, and even though it's misinformation, you know what they're doing? They're peddling that information. And where is these influencers to come out and defend the government policy? They are not doing that. Tabakit out and out.
Thanks so much, Mr. Tabakit. Caller, your life. 6224911. Caller. Caller.
Heavy and David.
Yes, leave it there.
No, you can leave it right there. No need for it. Caller. Yeah, man.
I want to know why they're fooling the citizenry. They're saying that Kamala and them don't want nothing to do. They are nothing bad to say about Blue Waters. But it's common sense. As the man make a jail, they come and they remove the man deal from CAL. And CAL run by the government. Why are they taking the citizenry for fool? And telling about, oh, they didn't say boycott Blue Water. They have to say nothing. Is action be told up?
You boycotting Blue Water. You...
What are you talking about? CL? What are you talking about?
You probably trying to say Caribbean Airlines, CEL, Cal. Caller.
I happen to be one of the winners for this year. I'm working for the Barclay House.
Where win?
I won pain and suffering.
You want pain and suffering. You say you want pain and suffering.
Pain and suffering.
You're right, brother. You pain and suffering, they win.
They will tell people who want to call the station and feel as though, they could just say what they want and leave. That don't happen. All right? If you believe government give a call to boycott Blue Waters, come and tell me who, when, where, and how. Or what?
The government never been
Nobody said
but
anything.
He didn't say that. He said, because of the situation with Carl, that come like the send a signal.
There's no signal.
I know that no signal.
That's not a signal. All right? Caribbean Airlines is free because
they
Caribbean Airlines in debt.
Correct. They
Caller.
free to change who they want to change. Nobody say boycott.
Correct. Caller.
David, you're afraid, my boy.
Yeah, I'm afraid you. Caller. Caller.
Caller?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, afternoon.
Good afternoon, caller.
Afternoon, Heavy and David.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, it happened to be all our winning. Because remember, by PNM building that Barclay House, the population realized we're going and they removed the PNM, so all our ways winners now, because we could live better now.
Agreed.
And based on this thing with the data center, most of the people don't understand what is a data center.
They don't even know what is a data center.
Right?
Oh, Lord, Father.
So we have to understand that we're dealing with a population that is PNM
Till the
is
dead.
not educated at all for the last so much decades.
Yep.
So we want to need a concrete wall now. So we now, who know what's happening, we have to pedal it to a concrete wall. So we don't have, the jackhammer can't work there and excavator can't work there. Right?
Yeah, man.
Take care, man.
Yeah, caller. Thank you very much.
I know I'm not in front of no concrete
They
wall.
told,
Sadash.
you only get real education when you wake up from out of the matrix and you say, what the hell is this? Is that what I was in, man?
Caller.
I don't know. Afternoon to the guys there. Last Friday, Honor made an announcement that the minister will be on the station today.
Oh, shucks. I
Yes,
forgot
we need to clarify that, because I know was expecting that. But
sorry about that.
so let us.
I'll clarify it.
We'll clarify it. We'll clarify it.
So we're not sure if she'll be there.
No, she's not coming today.
coming today.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We forget we said that.
Yeah, I forgot to update the people after.
Yeah.
But stay tuned. We can update all that later. Caller.
Heavy diving.
You are real money on your phone. Real money. But anyway, so you're correct. A lot of people don't even understand what the data center is. And we have to also understand right here in Trinidad and Tobago alone, we need to properly store our data. Remember TSTT, right, was hacked? Mm-hmm. They had a cybercrime against TSTT. If we are to build a data center in Trinidad, our cyber security as well needs to improve, right?
I don't even care.
That's information for them out there.
No, yeah, why I'm saying that, right? We are too far behind as a nation, right? I know 90% of our population don't even know what a data center is for. Or AI data center for that. Some of them don't even know where's AI.
If we have a Nancy in Trinidad and
Right?
we're building a Nancy, where is all that information being stored? That's the point.
I-
TSTT ain't storing nothing.
The TNCT is not no longer in existence, really, TNCT is a shell
It's
company.
a shell company.
Yeah, the
Imagine that.
PNM make sure of that.
Imagine that. TSTT is a shell company.
Yes.
Just imagine
after they put a CEO there to buy massive communication, so much money, and after that was it for TSCT.
And then Amplia come through. Oh, God.
that was the day. That was the data. That was the data TSCT. You don't know TSCT again.
Caller.
The world watching you, David.
You go keep calling. You keep calling.
Just say call and say leave it there now. That's the old man. The man just want to call and say leave it there. That's all he's want to call and say no. We go leave it there.
Well, I leave it there long before you leave it there. Anyway, stay tuned, Trinidad and Tobago. All right, we're going for a quick commercial break. We have to pay some bills, man. And remember, the World Cup is on. So we are calling all of the World Cup fans. Join next 99.1 FM broadcasting live from Vice Night Bar or Club, for the final whistle. A premium World Cup viewing party experience. Don't miss out on their mega drink special. Beer, rum, vodka, and scotch, all for just $20. Come out with your colors. Catch every goal, every save, and unforgettable moments of the semi-final games on the 14th and 15th of July. The countdown is on only at Vice Night Club, 51 Cipriani Boulevard, Port of Spain. Reserve your table today. Stay tuned, Trinidad and Tobago. We'll be back right after this here on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
You know, I have a bone to pick with you, eh? You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments, Don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the Final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location,
The World Cup fever is here, but when you're ready for a chance of peace, TTT Limited has your weekend entertainment covered. Celebrate Christmas in July with heartwarming holiday movies all weekend long, including Kiss Me for Christmas, Christmas Cupcakes, Christmas in California. No, Christmas in Caroline, my apologies. Gifts for Christmas 3 and My First Miracle. And don't forget your favorite Bollywood movies every Sunday at 1 p.m. and Mondays at 8 p.m. Continuing TTT's cherished Sunday movies tradition. Whatever you're in. So I'll do this one over. World Cup fever is here, but when you're ready for a chance of peace, TTT Limited has your weekend entertainment covered. Celebrate Christmas in July with heartwarming Christmas holiday movies all weekend long, including Kiss Me for Christmas, Christmas Cupcakes, Christmas in Caroline, Gifts for Christmas 3, and My First Miracle. And don't forget your favorite Bollywood movies every Sunday at 1 p.m. and Mondays at 8 p.m. Continuing TTT's cherished Sunday movie tradition. Whatever you're in the mood for this weekend, there's always something to enjoy on TTT and ttt.live/stream. Also, we're calling all of the World Cup fans to join next 99.1 FM broadcasting live at Vice Nightclub for the final whistle, a premium World Cup viewing party experience. And don't miss out on the mega drink special, rum, beers, vodka, and scotch, all for $20. Come out in your colors, catch every goal, every save, and unforgettable moments of the semi-final game on the 14th and 15th of July. The countdown is on only at Vice Nightclub, 51 Cipriani Boulevard, Port of Spain. Reserve your table today. Also, Shavana and Sinanan Ceilings Enterprise Limited, professional ceilings installation and construction services. Java promotional reduced prices, limited time only. Get suspended ceilings starting from just $9 per square feet, material and labor included. Gypsum ceilings starting from just $16 per square feet. Also, PVC flat ceilings starting at $14 per square feet, material and labor included. Quality workmanship, affordable pricing, residential and commercial projects, complete installation services. Promotional prices available for a limited time only. Book now and take advantage of these reduced rates before the promotion ends. Call or WhatsApp us at 316-5594. Shavana and Sinanan Ceilings Enterprises. Quality ceilings at unbeatable prices. Welcome back on the Inside Trinidad and Tobago. Look like we have Indians in TTT, boy. Government hiring, the way have you, right? You know, the government hiring. Oh, okay. I want to walk by you. I want better walk. I'm joking. Anyway, welcome back to Trinidad and Tobago. We have 7 minutes just before we take the top of the hour there. Let's take some phone calls now. 622-4911, 622-4911,
Voice your opinion live on the air. 622-4911. Or send your WhatsApp voice notes to 394-4911. Talk City 91.1 FM.
There are plenty of them outside, boy. Plenty. So we hiring or no? Caller. Caller, your life.
You know, I was reading the Wall Street Journal today, right? And there was a family who had like 86 acres of land in Pennsylvania. And they sold it to an AI company to build data centers for $22 million US. And the family were not very rich. They operated a hog farm. And some of the neighbors were always complaining about the smell of the hog farm. And so they sold everything for $22 million. And now they moved to Colorado. They bought this massive piece of land. Well, not big land because, you know, Colorado is expensive. But they bought this big piece of land. They built a mansion. They have like a jacuzzi, pools, houses for all the family. And now they're living the high life. I say, we build a data center in Columbia with a hog farmers. And nobody would complain about the smell. And Gary who owns the hog farm there, would make millions. You know, that's how it goes, right, with capitalism in this country and in the United States, right? Because all we care about is money, not about quality of life or people living in the environment. Because back in the medieval days, hogs was living with people in their houses.
Where we getting to? I'm not
getting
seeing
to
the
this
point.
because what I want to say is this. We have to decide what we want to do with this country because we are randomly bringing in businesses when we haven't taken care of our own foundation.
You serious?
Literally.
You serious?
We have Section 6 of the Constitution have a savings clause, and it oppresses our own people. And so we are ignoring that, but we're bringing in all these investors while our own people are suffering, but they want to make money, and it's at the detriment of everyone.
Let me ask you
I'm gonna
this.
leave it there. You think about
you
it,
could,
Heavy.
You
You
could
think
leave
about
it
it.
there. Yeah, David definitely won't think about it. Heavy might. You might give it consideration.
I don't think she understands why we need. I see a lot of people don't understand, and that's the problem we have. And a lot of people don't understand the meaning of bringing in investors and how it's going to benefit the country. That's how she speaks. She don't understand. So.
And taking care of your own.
We need the investors are coming to bring money for us to take care of our own.
We have no jobs. We need work.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Where are we gonna create it? How? What type of jobs? What type of jobs? And anytime we look at creating, no, it's not those type of jobs we want. We don't want those type of jobs. You know what we want, Heavy?
What do we want?
I think you know what we want.
See people happy.
I'm gonna pull our waka. That's what we want.
Yep.
That's all we want. Those are the jobs that are secured for Trinidad and Tobago. That brings in a better quality of life for people in Trinidad and Tobago. That's what we need to think about. You take me down some whole long rabbit hole with somebody selling selling whatever and building a mansion and all kind of nonsense. So Trinidadians can live like that too. And you know, Opinion Box yesterday made a very valid point, you know, and he spoke about black people in general, you know, and spoke about how the community just falling apart and just in massive disarray, and who led the black community there. Because these same jobs that are going to be created, whether in the data center, in the revitalization and whatever, PNM already telling the population that is UNC jobs being created, you know. For Indian people, you know. They already tell their population or their voting base via Kareem Marcel that if they come into power, we go treat them with malice, you know.
So we only have 1 more minute before the break, so
yeah. And look, this the lovely Listra calling. I'm gonna just tell her she go had a
she had a call back.
I'm gonna tell Listra that
we only have 1 minute.
Listra, you had a call back, you know. We going to the
we're going to the break, and you ain't gonna get no point across that over.
You got nothing.
I'll try again.
All right, no problem. All right, Trinidad and Tobago, always stay tuned. Because it's CPAP walk all you want now. Stay tuned. I'm gonna get all this CPAP now. But that's only if you vote out, come let us be saying you vote for PNM. All the go get is to cut grass. That's all they're good for. Stay tuned.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
You know, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, But after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
You know, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
you know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final bar.
Catch all the action on the Final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
You know, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, welcome back on the inside. There's a change in the programming today, man. We just saw it.
Yeah.
They pull that out. I'm joking. We still have them. We have them. We just don't have Digicel today, all right? But we do have Digicel every day outside of Mondays now as we get down, in the whole World Cup. The World Cup season now, all right? But, hold on, huh? We have this here. Remember, we are still calling all World Cup fans. Join next 99.1 FM broadcasting live at Vice Nightclub for the final whistle, a premium World Cup viewing party experience. And don't miss out on the mega drinks special. Beers, rum, vodka, and scotch, all for just $20. Come out in your colors, catch every goal, every save, and unforgettable moments of the semi-finals. Game starts on the 14th and 15th of July. The countdown is on only at Vice Nightclub, 51 Cipriani Boulevard, Port of Spain. Reserve your tables today. All right, so we're going to jump straight into the Know Your Country segment. Let us find out what you know about Trinidad and Tobago. If you know what, have you know, if have you know what you know, if... What was the rest of these things that I say? As if you know what, have you know what you know, if you know what I know, if I know what you know, if have you know what you know, and you know what have you knows. This is Know Your Country.
From history to culture, this is Know Your Country. Only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
All right, this is Know Your Country time, Trinidad and Tobago. Let's find out if you know a little thing about Trinidad and Tobago. The numbers to call us 622-4911, 622-4911, or 394-4911, with the access phrase being Know Your Country. Caller, access phrase.
Know Your Country. I'm trying to get out of jail, David.
You still there?
You're still in jail?
How long she in there?
Yeah.
There's 3
All
weeks,
right.
a month now?
No. I don't know what I did now.
Oh, okay. Let's see if you know a little thing.
All right, let's see.
Okay. Question. Who was the second Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and in what year he came into power?
Who was what?
The second Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And what year did he came into power? Or what year did he become Prime Minister?
Who was our second? Our first Prime Minister was Eric Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Our second was Chambers.
What was his name?
Chambers.
What Chambers?
I forget Chambers' first name.
You gotta give me the correct answer. The man in there's name Chambers.
First name.
If it is Chambers are comers.
Chambers are comers.
You forget the first name? Like you gotta stay in the jail. You gotta stay in the jail.
I feel so. I feel you gotta stay inside.
You ready to come out yet? Chambers are your friend?
You ain't ready.
Chambers is your friend? Just so Chambers? You went to school?
Pitch marble.
Oh, the pitch marble?
You got a little confused.
Alright.
Caller, access phrase.
Know Your Country.
All right, let me see if you know a little thing, man. You in jail?
Nah.
Alright. Okay.
I put you in jail.
Who was the third Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and what year he came into power?
E.N.R. Robinson.
Mm-hmm. What year?
19... What I was going? 82?
Wrong. You get the first part of the question right, the second part wrong.
Say out the full name though.
Yeah,
What's the E.N.R. name?
E.N.R. Robinson, Arthur Napoleon Ray Robinson.
Right. You get that right, but the year you get it wrong. All right?
We're going to put you in
jail. We're going to put you in jail. You're on probation, though. You're on probation. All right, good. Yeah, we ain't going to get no glory neither.
Nothing. Call our access phrase.
Yes.
Know Your Country.
Right. Who was the second Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and in what year he was sworn into power?
The second Prime Minister is George Chambers.
Right.
All right.
And what year?
1981 to 1986.
All right. Give him my glory. Thank you very much. Glory for you.
Glory, 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 glory. You get you there, man. You get you. We give some glory. Call our access phrase. All right. 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. Call our access phrase.
Good afternoon, know your country.
Lovely.
Who was our very first president of Trinidad and Tobago?
Sir Ellis Clark.
All right. Congratulations. Glory for you.
Glory, glory, glory,
Thank
glory.
you.
Yes. You get you there. You're not in jail. You're seeing sun today. Well, it's RL Arena, but anyway. Call our access phrase.
Know your country, know your country, know your country.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Arthur Napoleon Raymond Robinson was the leader of the NAR. Before he was the leader of the NAR, he was the leader of another party. What's the name of that party?
The Democratic Action Congress.
Is it?
Nope. Wrong.
He said
Not the DAC?
with no confidence, boy.
Okay, all right. I gone.
All right, go.
No, you ain't gone. You ain't gone. Sit down in jail. But you're gone. Sit down in jail. Call our access phrase.
Know your country.
All right. I can take this one?
Yes, go. Yeah, you want that?
I want this one. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I have one. Caller. No, actually, no. I'll take the one after. Give me the one after because I see somebody calling that I want.
Oh, Lord.
Give me
All
the
right.
one after.
Caller. Right? Before A.N.R. Robinson was the leader of the NAR, he was the leader of another political party. What is the name of that party?
I forget. We got
He gone. You see, forget that he gone.
They all go in jail. That's the problem.
You can't run from the jail, though.
Can't run from it. We just chase it down. Caller access phrase.
Know your country.
All right.
You want this
is
one.
mine.
Go ahead.
This is mine, right? Caller. Who?
Know your country.
Yes. Who is the 8th Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and what year did they come into power?
Wait a minute. Nobody answered the other question?
No other question.
No,
This is your question.
This is your question. Don't study what people get. Don't study what people get. You take your question, Mr. Man.
All you wicked, boy. All you wicked. All you wicked.
Like them, or just like the woman who just cuss the police, and every time the police sports, they go down in the barracks.
Mr. Man, all this conversation, you just answer the question, please.
Answer the question. Who's the 8th Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago?
Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. There is no 8th Prime Minister in Trinidad.
That was a trick question.
That was a trick question. Glory, man.
We
Glory.
like it so. We like it so. Bye.
Yeah, you got you. Call our access phrase.
Know your country.
All right.
Right. The 4th Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago was elected in what year?
Just no.
You know what he said. He's searching it. You can hear the typing on your phone.
84?
Wrong.
Yeah, type all that and you still get wrong?
Wrong. I said the 4th, eh? Wrong. Sorry, caller.
Jail, boy. Jail. Call our access phrase.
Know your country.
All right.
Right. The 4th Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago was elected in what year, and what was his name?
1991. Patrick Manning.
Is it?
Correct.
Correct?
Yes.
You got you.
Correct.
You got you. Glory.
Correct.
Glory. You know who the 8th Prime Minister is, though?
We don't know it. It's not it.
I'm waiting for them to say it.
No, the man down here the question. The man get glory when you
Caller access raise.
Your country.
Welcome.
Yep.
In what year did George Chambers became Prime Minister? Somebody answer that already?
In what year did...
The John Chambers became the Prime Minister. Somebody answered. All right, sorry. I want somebody didn't answer. Oh, yes. In what year did our second Prime Minister, Iana Robinson, became Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago?
1986.
Yes, 1986. Correct.
You go ask a man like he that, man. You know it. Glory for you,
I
glory,
was trying to
glory.
remember a question that they didn't answer.
Heavy,
Yes,
heavy,
brother.
Heavy, let me just do a correction. When Arrow sang the song, who the man who delivered the song was a fellow named Buster Poindexter. He sang over...
Arrow song, hot.
Arrow.
Yeah, I know.
The man who was the Bahaman singer, Anselm Douglas, who pulled the dogs out.
Yeah, I know. I said that. I told the lady that the Bahaman sang over that song.
Yeah.
All right, caller. Thank you.
It was a good session.
So that's it, yeah. So that's it for Know Your Country, right? We run out of time, right? We're going to go for a short break, and then we're going to come back with the conversation right here on Talk City 91.1
Of course we
FM. And once again, Argentina in controversy.
Yeah,
Every
boy.
game they play, it's showing clear bias.
Yep.
Clear bias, David. Nobody can say that again. The last 3 games with Argentina, the referee just showing clear bias for them to win.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
I don't know what to say then. I can't say nothing. You're correct. Anyway, a cut above all beauty salons, affordable prices, premium services. Looking for expert hairstylists who can bring your vision to life. At a cut above all, we specialize in everything hair related, from trendy styles to classic looks, all done by our top of the line hairstyling team. Styles starting from as low as $100. Braids and provocative styles, weaves and extensions, hair treatments, haircuts and styling, coloring, and more. Eastside Plaza, Port of Spain. WhatsApp or call us at 750-0909 or email us at remystyle2@yahoo.com. Look amazing without breaking the bank. Book your appointment today and experience the difference. This here was a segment, Trinidad and Tobago Know Your Country, brought to you by the kind compliments of the Dungeon.
From history to culture, this is Know Your Country, only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
The winning numbers in the National Lottery.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
You know, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, yeah?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own tradition.
It's truly Heavy Duty and David Welch will be taking you all the way up until 6 p.m. This is the first time in a long time and feeling strange, but it feels strange to be back this time.
This time, yeah.
We talking, we back on talk.
Yeah, in this hour.
In this hour.
Yep.
This is we fun hour. What they're doing, boy? Well, it's not so forever, eh? It's not so forever. We have our segment starting back tomorrow. So don't expect it too long, Trinidad. All right, but Balize.
Beautiful Sunday morning, nice and overcast with a slight drizzle. So I now come from the grocery now. All right, now to prove that I come from the grocery, this is what I have: bags. Right now you can't really see what in the bags, but the bags are there. Those are the grocery bags. I'm a little dog chow. That's the only thing you could see, right? Lovely. Now, in order for me to prove that I purchase what in those bags, I could just simply provide a receipt, correct? So here's the receipt. So you see the receipt here? It says I bought some Johnsonville sausage, a little beef bone, ribeye steak, Floyd's eggs, some mackerel, Kerrygold butter, sardines. Well, I buy another Floyd egg. I eat real eggs it is. You see the dog chow here? Purina dog chow. Nice. 2 Nestle's milk, a coffee mate. Alright? And a Purina dog chow. That's the little gravy that is go with the chow. Now, this receipt that I have provided, right, is proof that I paid for the items in that bag, in those bags, right? Nice. That's sitting on my passenger seat this morning. So, why is Stefan telling you all of this and showing you the receipt from the grocery and we buy on a Sunday morning? I wonder. Well, it's simple. Over the last couple of days, the PNM has been called into question and they've been simply asked to provide how evidence in terms of declaring their wealth as it relates to the construction of Balize House. Now, Balize House was being constructed, renovated at a rapid rate while the PNM was in power for 10 years. And very strange that they came out of power last year, April, and all of a sudden, all the work stopped on Balize House. Now, that alone is a red flag. But it is being reported that during that period of time, is over $118 million or thereabouts has been spent in these upgrades or renovations at Balize House. Now that alone, like I say, is a red flag. But now, you see, you had to prove that the money that renovated or build that massive structure that is Balize House now is legitimate money. And one of the simplest ways to do that is providing your receipts, right? Because if everything is above board, then this is all you need. But what have we seen? We see the former jump out and talk about the people of Trinidad and Tobago being under an attack. The government is attacking the people. No, the government not attacking anybody. You were running the country for 10 years. In that 10-year period, you spent over $500 billion. Ask any citizen, I challenge any citizen to look around Trinidad and Tobago now and show me where you benefited from over $500 billion being spent over a 10-year period. Good? So nobody not attacking the people of Trinidad and Tobago. The government of the day is trying to account to the people of Trinidad and Tobago as to where their money went. Okay? And it passing strange that all the work stop on Balize House as soon as all they lose election. As soon as all they lose election. I mean, anybody could put one and one together and equal two, right? Just saying. Okay? What else have we seen from the PNM over the last 24 hours? Well, we see them pull together a whole legal team. They're putting a whole legal team together to challenge this and so on and so forth. Now, you haven't been found in any wrongdoing as it relates to that just yet. Nobody has accused you of any wrongdoing. All that has happened is that the police apparently has been granted permission by a judge to call you to account for that monies that built Balize House. That's all. That's all that happened. It's just a request. And upon that request, instead of pulling a legal team and calling for a lawyer and all kind of thing, all you needed to do was produce this, your receipts. Because you said was party funding, it was raffle ticket, etc., etc. That is where the money came from. So if the money legitimately came from those places, any organization that does anything, right, any sort of business, they always have receipts. They always have their documents organized, right? In the event that they have to refer to those documents. So that is all we need is the receipts. That's all. If you have the legitimate receipts, it puts you in the clear, and then you don't need no legal team. But within 24 hours, all you put together a legal team and talking about is a political witch hunt. There is no witch hunt going on here, people. Forget that stupid narrative that somehow or the other the UNC government is on a witch hunt and trying to attack their opponents. What? Are you mad? Or you're brave to be even accusing anybody of doing that? It stands to reason that if you manage the country for 10 years and I can account for where all that money all they spend gone, that we're going to investigate and start to look into the affairs of every ministry. And that includes the financing of the renovations at Balize House, amongst other things, as we have seen this government done over the last year. We know for sure that last administration, PNM, on the eve and the doorstep of a general election, they try to renew all kind of CPEP contract for millions and millions of dollars. We know now that land, that's right, land, a land deal was being signed on the eve of the general election. Last minute, quick thing, signing up all kind of document to approve all kind of this and that for land to be given to a particular water company at a significantly reduced rate. So with all that bubble that was going on in that short time frame, it stands to reason that more bubble was taking place over that 10-year period when nobody could have checked into your accounts. But you see, government change. New boards have come in. They have to go through the books to see what was taking place and all kind of thing popping up here, there, and everywhere now. So it's not a witch hunt. It's investigation, and it is calling you to account. It is about dealing with what everybody in Trinidad and Tobago has wanted a government to deal with, which is white-collar crime. You understand? But like all they thought, they was bluffing. But they ain't bluffing. So PNM, instead of throwing your panties in a bunch and riling up yourself and trying to create all kind of false narrative. If everything is above board, produce your receipts now.
Agreed. If everything above board, produce your receipts. And I don't have to say anything on that, Straight to the phone lines.
Voice your opinion live on the air. 622-4911. Or send your WhatsApp voice notes to 394-4911. Talk City 91.1 FM.
You see, the moment PNM produce receipts, it shows corruption now. It shows how much money was either mishandled, misappropriated, cost overrun, all kind of thing. 622-4911, 622-4911, Randall Mitchell is the only one I see in so far boisterous on social media about this whole issue with Balize House. He out and about. He said, quote, "Another day, another political mirage. The PNM brought a bill to make law to treat with campaign financing with respect to political parties. Yet nothing. Their hands washed clean. They say Kamala bought out every spot on television for elections. But it's a race. I'm not on that. Let me go to the phone lines. Yes, caller.
Good evening, Brother David. Brother Heavy, in Jesus' name.
Yeah,
what
man.
a mysterious web they weave. But what Stefan leave out, that when Rowley take over the PNM, there was $7 million in the hole. They'd owe it, right? And what I like about this, you see, SRP, Camille, they were to do investigation. Paris, with Wilson Nelson, he said, follow the money. Money leaves a trail.
We ain't done
but
enough.
You see,
No, we ain't done. We coming for that man who's sitting in Parliament next. That Kid Scotland Cole Pot.
Yeah, no, but what say Paris? They say follow, with Wilson Nelson, follow the money. It is leave a trail. But they forget that. But you know what I like about it? Paris, Camille, right? And Paris with the local government, where it had people still had to answer how to get a payment and where they work on. But you know why? You see, when they want to play smart with foolishness, right? And they want to say, no, Keith, you have to answer how you manage the Balize affairs. Have a pleasant evening. I'll to talk.
Yeah, man. You gotta tell them HYMC how you manage the country. Caller.
Hello, yes. Good evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
I just want to find out something. I'm hearing something going around that they say they try to kill Padarat, sorry. And they held the gentleman who they were supposed to do the job. I understand that he's singing like a canary. I don't know if you all guys know by chance who he said is a PNM minister. So I don't know if you all know by chance who is that minister.
Darling, as responsible talk show hosts, right? We don't have that information, and we have to only go based on facts. We can't go based on hearsay or what people saying on social media, right? The information that is out there, the information that is out there is that police officers in an investigation has uncovered information that hit was paid out for the life of the Minister Barry Padarat, right? And also that the person that called out that hit or put that hit was a former MP or a former minister. So we are waiting. We are waiting for the information until they bust the mark. We cannot suspect or do no allegations or anything like that. It will be unbecoming of us to do that. Or even suggest somebody.
I wanted to know if that talk about the hit and so on was correct.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Caller, you live. Caller.
SIS, David. Don't forget SIS. I'll be with you.
622-4911, 622-4911. You think you get out of the system?
Yeah, you get out of the system.
Okay. Caller.
Yeah.
Good day, gentlemen.
Yes.
Interesting, very interesting, man. You remember the old Tobagonian grandpa say, one day, Kumote.
Yep.
And one day for thief, one day for police.
Agreed.
So all the stories are unfolding. But what I want to say, without implicating anybody to get you all on the station in trouble, certain vehicles were seen there by our colleagues. And they have videotape evidence of those vehicles pouring concrete and doing work at that said establishment. So, you know, the evidence is overwhelming. But you see, the thing about it is that there's a perception in these PNM people brain that this is PNM country, and once you're a PNM, especially a PNM minister, you could do what the hell you want. But Mrs. Bissessa, in her compassionate and truthful to Trinidad and Tobago, will get to the bottom of all these things. And that, you know, people were saying, why John Jeremy as AG? Now you know. Thank you.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Caller, you live?
Yeah, David.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Just one thing I want to find out about this Balize house thing. Eh? Somebody would have had to have the labor contract to supply labor for those buildings, right? And the PNM being the black people and the party that stands up for workers. I would like to know how many of the PNMite black people were hired to work on those buildings, or was it foreigners that worked on the buildings?
Is it Chinese?
Is it Chinese?
Is it Chinese?
Sir, David is being sarcastic.
No, I serious.
I don't know why you just.
I pass right there.
I don't know why you just
I pass right
you know the
there.
people on radio can't see your face, right? And not like you're on social media where you can see you talking and they see you and you're smiling.
No, I'm not being sarcastic.
The man
I'm
on
being
radio
real.
is asking, right?
No,
A
but,
serious question.
But I also heard there were a lot of our neighbors from across the Gulf of Paria that were working there as well. So
The
I'm trying to figure out
Venezuelans?
how many. I would like the people from the Black Party to call into this program and let me know how much of them got work there.
You gotta go ask Column and Brit.
I'm not too concerned about that.
Yeah,
I am more concerned about where the books.
Yeah, where the books.
Where the receipts. Where the money
Well,
to show
well,
you where my money was
well,
spent. I want to know
well,
if
any-
taxpayers' dollars was used to build Balize House. That's all I want.
Well, you forget.
Well, any organization that is worth its salt in Trinidad and Tobago would have audited books, yearly audited books showing all the financial records. Just like the unions and the other organizations in Trinidad and Tobago. And all we had to do is get a forensic auditor to go through their books, and we should be able to give account for the money.
Anyway,
I don't know what's all the hubbubaloo about.
I agree.
It's a
right.
simple case.
Thank
All
you,
right,
thank
brother.
you, caller.
I don't know. It's alleged.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
I think the callers should understand. I think they're missing the point. You cannot call on the Auditor General to audit Balize House.
Nope.
Okay? Balize House is a political party headquarters. The political party is an organization where they have a chair, a secretary, a general secretary, a council, everything. Okay? Please separate the political party from the government that was running the country at that time, which is the former regime. right? Yes, the political party and that win the election, but once you become in government, once you are in government, right? You have to separate the party business from what you're doing for the work you get for the people, right? And this is why we want to find out whether or not money, taxpayer dollars, or even if favoritism and nepotism was there, whereby I give you a government contract, right, with so amount of million, and you then in turn go and build a part of Balize house or do some work there for this favor that I am now giving you, which is a government contract. All that have to take into consideration. Whether or not, if the parties involved, right, had one, used taxpayers' money under this disguise of raffle and barbecue, and used taxpayers' money to fund the Balize House project. Two, were they granting contracts to contractors in order for them to do work on Balize House and then pay them in separate government contracts, right, where they will not be favoritized to be awarded those contracts because they're doing work on Balize House for the party, right? And this is why the key question is why it is as soon as election time was over, the work on the Balize House stopped. This is where the red flag is, because if you are a separate entity, which is a political party, and you're building your headquarters, whether you're not in the government shouldn't affect whether or not you could finish your work on your headquarters.
Well, you understand why they're calling on the Auditor General then, right? Because if money was truly spent from the state on Balize House, then that has to be audited, and why money was spent that way, and how? Who signed off on that?
You see, this have to be a police involved investigation first.
Yes.
Right?
Agreed.
The Auditor General is strictly deal with
ministries, public funds.
Ministry and public funds with regards to that. Right? However, this particular situation with Balize House have to be investigated by the FIU, right? The Integrity in Public Life Act, and the police service have to see whether or not, if foul play was involved in the construction and the building of the Balize House, because the math's not mathsing, right? It's not mathsing no how. Over $180 million spent. We need to see what was spent for what, how much cost what, how this happened, how that happened, and they should have that information, right?
Yeah, ready. Somebody should look into the constitution of the PNM and what it says about their finances and how do they report. Because if it is that they put it online.
Well, I don't think they put it online.
No, if
but
it
it's supposed to be.
If, because it depends on how their party is registered as well. Huh? If it's a public party, then, funds...
Well, it has to be public. Yeah, it have to be public with the funds and all of that.
We go see.
So this is what is the issue. I want people to understand this, right? The government didn't build Balize House. The party built Balize House. But the party was in government when Balize House was being built, right?
Ask him cool.
So the question is whether or not the government use state funds and their influence to give private contractors contracts to build Balize House while they were in power.
That's what it calls. Caller.
Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Yeah, man.
Good afternoon.
Fellows, on behalf of myself and all law-abiding citizens, we would like to thank the Honorable Faris Alwari, who was Attorney General then, for piloting and passing the Explain Your Wealth legislation. Don't worry, this government will be putting it to good use.
Thank you, brother.
But what I can tell all you is, years ago, when they had a problem with the Prime Minister then, big house down the road, she came to the Parliament and Robert's proper video on the street unanswered. She walked with the documentation. That was before Explain Your Wealth legislation, and she laid all bare. No, if they pass the law in 2019, not if they pass the law in 2019, if they still have a problem, and they could have used that legislation to force her again, but this time legally, to produce the same documentation.
All right.
All right, caller. Thank you very much.
No clue. Anyway. Caller.
All right.
Yeah, David Heavy, good day.
Yeah, good day.
You know, the PNM cannot justify the financing and cannot justify the spending. If they could do that, they put all the speculation to rest everything and make the government look bad enough.
Yeah, they can't justify that.
The other thing too, right, is that Balize House is the next land-based matter where they take users and material from a government construction site and build up. That's why all the construction stop as I was elected.
It could be too. That could be issue too. See, we
Remember, it had the hospital was built and the hospital in commission yet, a stone throw away from Balize House.
All right. Thanks so much. Caller.
Yeah, Heavy, I think you missed what I was saying, Mike. What I said was to get a forensic auditor. There are many bona fide forensic auditors in Trinidad and Tobago to go through the books of the PNM.
You cannot,
right?
the government cannot do that.
It's not the government. The police can do that. TTPS can do that.
And who's gonna pay for that? The TTPS is gonna pay for that? For independent forensic auditor to audit Balize House books? You see the rabbit hole going on, right?
Yes, but then if there's an investigation to be done, then the COP can make requisition from the government if it doesn't have the financing.
Well, what's gonna happen?
You understand? Just like how Gigi was applying for funding to investigate the fake oil matter
Yeah, but
in
that's a
Petrotrin.
public company.
Yeah, that public company.
There's a major difference.
Yeah, that's correct.
Right?
But
it's a major. There's a major difference.
You understand? We had to separate the government from the PNM institution.
But you see,
right?
you can't just comb through finances from every company out there. Right? Even
Correct.
if you think they into something, right?
Mhm.
There's a court process. The court order for the PNM to give their finances a financial report, and that will be gone over.
Right.
The proper authorities will review the documentations there and then.
Right.
It's not like the TTPS hiring somebody externally to say, hey, go and investigate that piece.
Yeah,
because that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
democracy at all. Caller.
SIS get to the 5 acres of land heavy.
All right, caller.
Good evening again, brothers. I just want to correct the recorder because I can't leave it there. Here what's going on. SIS was free from all wrongdoing because when Fitzgerald Hines and the government at Keith Rowley stopped the project, he win the case. Not like Malcolm Jones. Paris went to the landlords and pulled the case for $12 billion, pull it out of the court, right? And did appeal a matter for $100 million to pay Keith Rowley, known partner in AV drilling, right? So I want to tell you before I leave it there, right? These are matters just like Calder Hart, where Brian Manning's son, I don't know the number for him, right? To get him to come and answer the cost overrun and mismanagement of the fund. But I understand our finance minister in the government work one day in Keith Rowley government went down somewhere down on the west side to buy $100 million investment. Let me leave it right.
Is he former or the former there?
No, the former finance.
Thank you, UNC and Proud. And I want to let you know, UNC Proud, right? As much as I appreciate your information, I am disappointed in you for taking that bait from Lever there.
And going down that road.
You get catch through the and go down that road to change the topic of what we're talking about, or change the dynamics of the conversation. And that is what Lever there came to do. He came to shift the goalposts. As I said, only comment about SIS and land and I will leave it there and come off so that somebody could bite the bait and run down that road with SIS. Nobody's going to do that. And I saw you bite the bait like a fish and get hooked. I know you had to go down that road. I hope nobody hasn't called to talk about that.
Let me see. Caller.
Hello.
Yeah, man.
Yes, you see all these political crimes happening. just know that the UNC will get back the full blunder what they're doing. Eh?
What they doing?
Well, when they come in and they're going to balize the house and they do all kind of thing on the PNM, we better lock up blue waters, man. Well, we go see what next. Political crimes. So they don't agree?
No, we don't agree.
But you're not seeing what's taking place?
What is taking place is what the people voted for. The people voted for.
No. They vote for a dream that Kamala sell.
No, the people voted for. If you want the UNC campaign, I don't know where you was listening to, but the UNC campaign on going after white collar crime, right?
Right.
And catching the big fish and catching Mr. Big and all these people and them who was always getting away.
Let me ask him this question: Do you believe that none of them in any wrongdoings?
Well, so far they're looking so because like the whole
no. Hold on. You made a statement saying that, UNC will get it back, whenever, right? Okay. Question. Okay, question. Do you believe that there's anything that, or you believe they won't in any wrongdoings at all, and Kamala should not even Kamala prosecuting? Firstly, is it Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and is it court? You believe that the court should just leave Hadid alone and the court should leave Balize house alone
and let's leave it leave it. Yeah.
And just lock up poor
black people, yeah.
That's what the court should do?
I don't believe that. I believe if it have things in the court, it should reach in the court. Hadid not in court.
But Hadid is in court. That's who he challenging. Who he challenging? He challenging Kamala or he challenging the Supreme Court?
Well, he in court challenging, but they in charge him with no crime.
But he challenging the court. In fact, you don't even know the details in the matter. If it is that Hadid was super innocent and there was nothing, why did the court say, yeah, lock him, hold him on the detention order when he appealed?
Because due to the fact that is the government behind the scene.
The government behind the scene, so the government doing what to the court? What they telling the magistrate to hold him?
The government hiding behind the police who upholding the laws. So the government going in the police heirs.
So you saw the PDO then? You saw what was on the PDO?
Yes, some alleged assassination.
No. You saw exactly what was on the preventative detention order. You saw the evidence that the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service have?
But I no evidence.
So you saw that? You saw that?
But because you sit and have no evidence, it have no evidence, You are speculating. How you know that you're a police officer? You investigate the case?
By the way how they're moving, it have no evidence.
By the way how they're moving?
All right, how come as the man get hold now they start to talk about land?
They were always
don't shift the goalpost. We're not talking about that. We're talking about whether or not the man was arrested for the allegations. You don't have that. None of us have that information. So we can't come here and speculate based on our feelings.
It's looking like that they hold.
Well, we don't deal with looking like. We don't deal with looking like. We deal with facts.
All right. Well, what is happening there for everybody to see? As they say, we can only do what we see. They lock down top boss. As they lock him down, they start attacking land.
No. Let's set the record straight. Let's set the record straight. Hold on. Hold on. Don't leave yet. Right? The land talk actually started way before all of that. You know that? They were always speaking about that issue with land. And even
the fact that the man maybe was wrong at table and he said, oh God, I'll do the prime minister something. All right,
that is speculation as well. But the question is, hold on. The question is, regardless of what land talk you want to talk about or this or that, right? The question is, you believe there's nothing wrong in this whole matter with Hadid. You believe that the state, in terms of the courts, should just let him go free. Yeah?
No, I believe they can put him on house arrest.
House arrest.
Why he should be in house arrest? So why the people and them who's alleged to be criminals and gang dealers and drug dealers
money.
What? Because then what?
They have no money.
But
that make it worse. So only people who have money can get house arrest.
All them fellas who sit down in the jail, they know all them big criminal and things.
Right, but Hadid is sitting behind bars. Hadid have money. But Hadid have money and he's sitting behind bars. And you are saying
you should be applauding that.
You are saying that he should not be behind bars. But you're saying you should be on house arrest, so therefore you see a crime or you don't see a crime. Which one?
No crime.
So how you putting him on house arrest?
Wow. All right, caller. Thank you very much. Thank you, caller.
We entertain that.
Yeah,
for
we
so
entertain
long.
that. We entertain that,
My
man.
brain
For so long.
cells fry, you know.
It not making no sense, David. Sometimes you just have to give up.
Yeah, but you have to give up sometimes.
Yeah, because they are properly well institutionalized brainwash PNM propaganda. I don't know. Listen to me. I fully realize that our people in our country, right, is very much wanting of good education. I'm not saying that the education we got ain't good, but it's not good enough for what is happening right now for them to understand. They really don't know. They're just going with whatever narrative is put out there. And here is the problem. We're living in a time where you can take out your phone and Google and research and get all the information at the tip of your fingertips, right? You can go on so much search engines. You could even ask AI.
Yeah,
you don't matter. You say AI, ask Siri, ask anybody. AI this, AI that. That's so much AI apps, ChatGPT, all these things, and ask the question to them, and they will explain to you everything you want to know
from top to bottom.
You understand? In anything in the world, right? And this is the reason why I realize a lot of us Trinidadians are lazy. We are lazy to go and get information. Instead of calling radio to argue based on how you feel and what you think, go and get facts. How it looking and all these things. Go and get facts. I will never come here and be irresponsible to talk about how I feeling and how this how it looking and all kind of things. Right? I will ask questions if I don't know. And why I don't know, and I'm not answering, I don't have that information.
And what you do, you just come back and say, this is what I learned.
Correct.
This is what I learned.
Correct. Right? And we as a people, right, are too lazy.
Yes.
We want everything handed to us based on what we see on social media or what we see on that news. We go see some on that newspaper, what? The withdraw how much how much billions of the Heritage and Civilization Fund. And they go on with that. You didn't even read the article, what the money was taken up for, how much money was put in, you know nothing about that, but you just go on that.
Run with it.
And you're on all the live on TikTok, cussing Kamla. You understand? Same thing with the AI data centers. Nobody, I telling you, 90% of Trinidad and Tobago didn't know what's an AI center since we talk till Kamla come up with the AI center thing. Right? And they're all over like that. There's chicken. The sky is falling like chicken little. The sky is falling. Right? They don't have a clue. But it's the same people, right, will argue and talk about why we don't diversify the economy. Why we don't diversify the economy? We're only talking about oil and gas, and right now the oil running out, and we need to do something about it, and we need to do this, and we need to do that.
We need more revenue.
I want the people of Trinidad and Tobago to go and research Singapore. Go and type in Singapore. One of the richest countries in the world right now. Right? With no natural resources. No oil, no gas,
no refinery.
No refinery. No listen, no agriculture, no none of them things. You know what makes Singapore rich? Right? Companies going to Singapore and opening big business like data centers and they investing. Singapore created an investment capital where people have all kind of business there. And the reason why they're so they're so prosperous because of their strategic location. It's a little peninsula, a little thing. But the port's massive. So shipping to Asia and China through Singapore is what make them money. Companies say, okay, it's cheaper for us to set up our business in Singapore and ship from Singapore. It will cost us less than how much it will cost us if we have to ship from America or other parts of the world. It's the same thing. The AI companies and I realize there's no AI center in this hemisphere, and because of our strategic location as the most southerly island, also because of our geographic and we out of the hurricane belt and all these things, Trinidad and Tobago is the ideal place to open this AI data center, right? And it will be the first AI data center in this part of the hemisphere. Right? But no. Or they just want us AI center, where's that? And I'll hear somebody come out and say, somebody come out and say, oh, that go cause the country plenty water.
Yeah, no water.
And plenty electricity. Yeah. And oil and no gas and all. I set a crap. If I ask you, how much kilowatts of electricity does an AI center need to get? You can't answer. If I ask you, how much gallons of water that the AI center need to cool down the servers and them every day per day, you can't answer. If I ask you, what environmental hazard does an AI center give to the environment that was so harmful to the environment that it will damage human or get us sick or anything like that? You don't know. But you're all over the media.
You're all over.
Here you go, the AI center comment and kill we. And them dunce and them all over social media and all on the radio talking a set of stupidness. No research. You didn't go on Google and type in. You don't know where's an AI center. You don't know where's an AI server center. So you didn't go on Google and type in AI server center. Search.
Some of them type in IE.
You understand? and read. Read and go through the thing. Or go on YouTube and type in
data center.
Just
that alone.
That alone. And all kind of videos will come up and they watch 2-3 videos and learn something. Or you go say ChatGPT. What is our data center? Oh, what is it? What's it for? How much data? And give you all the information you want to find out. And it will talk back to you. And tell you what you need to know. Get your information and then call this show and give it. So then we can debate and say, well, all right, yes, sir, yeah, you really have good information. Right? But no. You just hear somebody say something in the corner radio station, but the AI center and them. I just wonder sometimes. A set of noise.
Ad nauseum.
No information. You just eating people vomit, sucking it up with a straw,
feeling sick,
and coming back out and regurgitating the same vomit. God, and then eating it back up and then go somewhere else and regurgitate it.
Oh, God. I'm feeling sick.
That making any sense? And I just want to know, boy, what we really want as a country. You feel Singapore go pass up $50 billion $5 billion a year. US.
Because we don't want it.
To just pop a building and throw some servers inside there. Water is the least of the problem.
Correct.
You want to know why I know water is the least of the problem? Because anytime we fall, we flooding. If rain fall 15 minutes hard in tongue, we flood.
Yep.
We have too much water.
We don't know where to carry it.
Right? We probably ain't getting the water in we tank or in the pipe to we homes that need to fix. But you talk about water when rain fall?
You know, you make sense, you know.
All we need to do is divert some Macaroni River, the next river that is go down, Santa Cruz River, Marava, they go Martin River, Marava River, get some catchment areas and run some pipe with some pump straight to the data center. The data center never said they want clean water, you know? The data center never said they want water coming in your pipe, you know? The data center just want water. It can be river water, brown water, rain water, wherever water, the water falling from the sky, sea water. They just want water. But complaining, oh, we don't get no water every pipe and they won't get the data center all this water.
Yeah.
What kind of water the data center need?
Water?
The they make him laugh. But I beg you, cut the talking stupidness. With regards to electricity, right? Do we have a problem with electricity in Trinidad and Tobago? Of course we do.
Which one? Which part? I went and searched that.
We have a problem with electricity for your house.
Okay.
I never hear the big Caribbean company we're running day and night 24/0 outside electricity.
Man, it have a list.
I never hear big Massey and all the big companies and then will have. You ever hear Petrochin current going in Petrochin? A big oil refinery? You ever hear Petrochin going down, water going down by Chinma and down by all them where we train 1, train 2, Atlantic Energy and thing. You ever hear electricity going there? Current going there?
Never hear that.
Oh, current only going in your house. Right? And I don't like to pay a bill.
I was about to say that.
Right? But you know, once these companies or these people come to invest, they're going to get the current that they need.
Yeah, they go get it.
They're going to get the electricity that they need.
They would have a real list.
Correct.
That's a bogus one.
And they're going to pay for it too.
That's a nasty list.
They're going to pay for the land. They're going to pay for the infrastructure. They're going to pay for the building of the data center. They're going to pay for the electricity. They're going to pay for the water. They're going to pay for everything. And then they're going to pay we for having it here.
Because this is not Sandals.
Because this is not Sandals.
This is not Sandals.
This is not the deal that Raleigh wanted to make. Where was all that voice when Raleigh was going to take the whole of no man's land? What do they call it? No man's land or lowlands?
No lands.
No lands. He was going to destroy a whole ecosystem. A whole ecosystem. What was all that voice?
And we wasn't getting nothing.
And he was going to destroy it. He was going to pay to build it. Pay to run it. Right? All Santa was doing was going to sit back and take money for the next 10 years. And
correct. Tax free.
Tax free.
Tax free.
Tax free.
Free.
So when the wide world, you go down, give the land to the company, build the hotel for the company, right? And give the company to run it. And then they're running it for tax free for how many years? Before we can get back a single cent.
Crazy.
But all of coming for AI data center. One they don't know nothing about. But they were saying, yeah, for Sandals. Yeah, bring Sandals. Bring Sandals. Or they didn't care about the environment then. No, they didn't care about the environment in lowlands.
They didn't care about it.
The ecosystem. South. Or they didn't care about it down south.
With the whole highway.
Eh? Oh, let mismute and let selective outrage and let selective nonsense. So how we gonna diversify? If everything Camera try to do all the fighting it down, how we gonna get money? But the current for back pay. Or they want back pay, but they don't want the AI center. I don't understand all this sometimes.
Make the money.
How we want to make the money to get all the back pay? I don't understand. It's making no sense. That maths never me maths. You want money? I want back pay. I want this. I want proper roads. I want water. I want this. I want the country to be better. But some Camera all they trying to cut deals to get things here to get money and all they fighting it. All of a sudden they know about the environment. All of a sudden they're going green, but all they take all the plastic bottle, they don't drink all the water and throw through the window.
We are environmentalists.
Environmental what? And if you go by any beach, any river, anything, it's only bottle and paper and all kind of stupidness. No wonder they bring back litter wardens.
That's true.
We're the most nastiest set of people right now.
Oh God.
We don't even put plastic in one bag, cans in one bag, paper in one bag. We just do that. We recycle.
The P&M scrap out.
Look, all make it make sense to me now. Talking about the environment, my foot.
Just
let me go to the phone line before I get enough emotion.
When is this man still here, boy?
The man on the line says?
I come into WhatsApp just now, Mr. Barakwa coming to you. But caller, you still there? Yeah, you still there. Talk to her.
Well, they keep me here for a very long time.
Yeah, 14 minutes. Welcome.
Who's that?
Bataria. This is who it is.
Yes, Bataria.
Okay. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes, man.
If we don't say people don't come in with no information, if you look up, well, all they call it an AI data center. If you look up a data center, it tells you how much water depends on the size of the data center. It tells you how dangerous a data center is to the environment. It is so dangerous. Just week before the last, I was looking at a particular state.
You have a Samsung phone?
Excuse me?
You have a Samsung phone or iPhone? Which one?
It doesn't matter what phone I have.
It does. What do you have? Or you're using a P phone? Which one?
doesn't matter.
You have a cell phone.
You have a cell phone.
If you know how dangerous that is by using it.
Yeah, but where is the information stored? Where's the information stored? Where is the information stored? Where is the information stored? Where is the information
Do not
stored?
try to draw as Heavy just said. If you Google it, you could find it.
Yeah. You have a good day. You have a good day, Bataria. Because if you have a phone, you have a phone? I have a phone. You know where my data stored?
All data is stored in data center.
Correct.
It's called servers.
And we will finally have one in Trinidad.
All the pictures, all the calls, all the information, everything, all the emails, everything is stored in that data center.
But here the thing by Heavy by our information is stored outside the country.
Yeah.
For all the people that was complaining about the US having with data or China having with data, we finally going to have with data here in Trinidad and Tobago, and all they're talking
Not
about
only ours, the whole Caribbean and South America.
Yeah. We get no data.
It's a no data center. Leave them with it. Look now. Hey, you know. Look, go wait for Guyana to take it. Guyana go take it. Guyana go take it. And you feel open. I don't care what you talk about environmental and whatever.
There's plenty land in Guyana that have nobody on it. Nobody on it.
Land for so.
Land for the landless.
Yeah, they can put about 20-something data center.
Exactly.
If you open and go and say no, 5 billion US a year.
US.
Look,
Caller, Mr. Barrackpore, you have land on Barrackpore, boy. We have a data center.
It makes sense to me now, boy.
Boy, I want them to build about 4 data centers around my house. Here now, let me tell you something, eh?
I'm telling you with these people now.
Heavy, I want to disagree with you concerning Singapore for the first time. The reason why Singapore is so prosperous and they reach where they are today is because there's no PNM in Singapore.
I agree with you. I digress. And let me apologize for you. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, you're correct.
If there were about 20 PNM in Singapore right now, they might have been like Haiti. Thank goodness that they do have no PNM. Let me tell you something about this data center. And you see this kind of propaganda and PNM that goes like mattress on a bed.
Mm-hmm.
You see, like when the first data center was created and they didn't understand the technology as yet, how the system could be cooled and all this kind of thing, because what they really need is cooling for the servo motors and them, right?
Yeah.
So what they does, they had created a system where they use a lot of water to cool the system, right? So since then, they upgraded the technology in cooling the system. And right now, they are using something called grey water, which is rainwater or water. They could use either salt water also. And they use glycol and create a closed loop cooling system where it reduces the water by like 80% of what they was accustomed to. So from the first established data,
I ain't cutting you. And where did you get that information?
Well, presently, where I'm employed, I work in a similar industry where we use a lot of cooling systems.
Right, okay. Thank you very much.
Similar to that.
Right, carry on.
And also, I have known a lot about that same industry of the AI data center also.
All right.
This is why I could tell you. So I could list about 4 different methods of cooling that they use for this system where they move away from the traditional first model of data centers before. So now they could either submerge the entire system in the ocean and cool it. That is another means of they could use desalination plants according to how close it is to the sea, rather than having to run all those pipelines to the system. But the most effective one is using grey water and creating a closed loop cooling system where they like collect rainwater and river water or anything.
Yeah.
They add glycol, which is the cooling agent, and they make a cooling system where they run that water through the entire system and take off the heat. Then there's another system where they would like pull the air out of where the heat is generated and release it into the like
exhaust fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another means. So you're pushing cool air
and
you
pull out the hot air.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know yeah.
That's another means. So there's a lot of different ways now that they move away from the traditional, because the first set of data center, that was a big issue for like the area that you live in and thing where water was an issue. So these fools and them taking that part of the data center now and applying it to this one here and creating this issue, where I'm sure building this plant, they would have deal with all that already.
Yeah.
You understand? Because we know who we dealing with in Trinidad and Tobago. We dealing with PNM, propagandists. So they would look at every single thing.
Movement.
And they would not research a little bit. You know why it is. And I hope that this fella discontinue the show, what you know. Now you know?
Yeah.
Because that makes us look so dotish.
You're telling me?
Oh, Lord. Listen to them. You understand? I just feel so embarrassed to say I'm a Trinidadian.
When you hear what people answer.
Yeah, boy. I mean to say, now, we can take that as kicks.
That PNM education.
But you're talking about, if you're in second place and you pass the second place person, you go be, what place you gonna be? Well, I could be in first. Okay. Well, me and the first place person probably falling and break their foot or something. You understand? So, what people need to understand is this is things that we're doing for the same people and make quarreling and making a big issue to benefit and have a better lifestyle. We are the most diversified country in the world. People don't understand that when we became independent, we didn't have to do one thing to diversify Trinidad and Tobago, We had agriculture, we had farming, we had fishing, we had aggregate, we had every single thing that country needed. The only thing that we didn't really capitalize on was tourism. We had energy, everything. And slowly by slowly, the PNM dismantle, re-diversify our country and make it now that we're struggling to even plant tomatoes in the old country now. I just tell you how dotish PNM was.
Agreed. Mr. Barrett, you had a land that plane.
We have plenty callers on the line. Plenty.
People getting frustrated.
All right, brother. Thank you very much.
We appreciate you, though.
Thanks for the information.
All right. People, the phone lines are open until 40. We have 5 minutes.
I thought this guy was supposed to call me back.
Yeah, Lisha was supposed to call.
Okay.
Right? But we have 5 minutes of calls that we could take. Right, because we have to take a break at 42 roughly. We can't go beyond that. And then we go come back and hopefully we can take a little bit more and then wrap up the program. Right?
Let's go,
Voice your opinion live on the air. 622-4911. Or send your WhatsApp voice notes to 394-4911. Talk City 91.1 FM.
Caller.
Heavy, good evening, David. Good evening.
Yeah, man.
Heavy.
Yes.
I had spoken to you about, and when you was on another frequency about something. I don't know if you remember. I know waste brain cells. I told you people with their name on the wall is like Chinese writing. So why you hotting up your head with these non-entities? They don't not me. They cannot use the system. This is why they will complain. I tell you, let's their name on the wall is like Chinese writing. Don't hot up your head, your wasting brain cells. Cut them out.
All right, brother. Thanks so much. Caller.
Hey, good afternoon, David and Heavy in the studio there.
Yeah, brother.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. I just want to tell Heavy, he was talking about where they get the money to build the Balize house. You see, when all them PNM was talking about Dr. Rowley save we? Dr. Rowley saved we from COVID? Yes, he saved we. All the millions and millions of dollars are from COVID. It went into the Balize house. All. Because they gave we a set of applications and a set of form. Anywhere in the world you go, you just had to give your ID card and you was getting help with COVID. In Trinidad and Tobago, you had to fill out a set of forms like you signing up for HGC house. And you had to wait and there's no way for you to find out when you get any money. Nobody get nothing. And all over the world, America, Canada, England, everybody send funds to Trinidad and Tobago. All you have to do is Google it. How much money Trinidad and Tobago receive during COVID. And when you see the amount of millions, all you gonna know.
Yeah.
So they rob the people. So Kamala Prasad says, sir, the police, whoever doing all the investigations, Trinidad, and if bandit come and rob a corner, a pala, all you going and lock up the bandit. The PNM government during COVID robbed the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago the opportunity of the funding that was gained from all over the world to help them during COVID investigate where they do with that money too, because nobody can get no money.
It come in.
Thank you
so
man.
much. And come in. Caller.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon to the brothers there.
Yeah, man.
Good afternoon, caller.
Yeah, man. You know, my question is that is it a curse that pass on we black people? Because I cannot understand what is really taking place with my black people. They are seeing what the PNM have done to the country for the last 10 years and more. And seeing a government that come in and trying their utmost best to build back this country at every possible juncture. And they are creating obstacles, creating mayhem, and using the same people who they fail to support. Man, something wrong. Something definitely wrong with that. You all have a real tough job, but put in control and all the keep the fight on.
All right, brother.
Thanks so much.
Heavy and David, let me tell you all something. Good afternoon. Slavery was not an accident. You see how this man trying to defend people who have it all. The man trying to defend, all you have to know, and I tell you again, all you're going to end up with a sprained brain. That man came to sprain all your brain. All on the streets, the PNM supporters doing this stupidness. They're calling and trying to defend a set of idiotic things that are taking place in the country. Up to this evening, some of them when you get to hear the vex that they're talking about the Balize house. Something wrong with these idiots and them, brother. Or they just let them pass through fast. 2 seconds, I just start give them 2 seconds and come on to real callers now. Because they'll be listening. Good afternoon.
Yeah, my brother. Thank you very much.
God, the phone line's hot. Caller.
Right. Good evening, Heavy, David, all your listeners.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I want to congratulate all those successful SCA students.
Yeah.
They will be gifted a computer by KPB, and I'm hoping that they use it to their advantage to benefit out of it. No, we have to be balanced with what we're doing. In the parliament, 2 allegations was made, and we're only talking about one of them, like the Balize House and finances. There was another accusation, another allegation, which is the easiest one to resolve by the police. That is the pedophile connection, Akil Chambers connection, and nobody basically, because the PNM and the trolls hiding from that. The information is there. Some guy is still alive. A high government official who is allegedly part of the heinous crime is still alive and kicking. I go and have a nice evening.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Every 50 to 150 kilowatts of electricity.
Is that voice note?
Yeah. It cut already. Caller.
How do you say it about such a rat to the government, Heavy? You ain't talking about that. I will leave it there.
So what had it have to do with what we talking about?
You'd leave it there. Caller. Last one.
Good evening again, brothers.
Yeah, boy, make it short.
Heavy and David, tell them that we paid for electricity from the Labre generating company, right? And it have a surplus. So we could go and put that deficit into the plant. So have a nice day. So tell them where we get the current from.
Yeah. We could get the current back from Rowley and everybody who was on the list and wasn't paying all the electricity bill all the time. Then we get them current back. Then we get back the favorite current too. We could use that.
That's a good
play very close, dog, so you can take the current first, get there, and get put into the plant.
I agree. They can take it from them.
Yeah.
Listen, every frequency carries a signal, but not every signal carries purpose. My job isn't to just be heard, it is to make what people hear matter. The healthiest corner on earth, located at 82 Chamflair Drive or 82 East Drive, Chamflair. Consultation is free. Call today 736-3962 or WhatsApp us only at 709-8450. Stay tuned, Trinidad and Tobago. We'll be right back after this.
Tune in to Under the Radar on Talk City 91.1 with David Welch and Heavy Duty.
This Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
You know, I have a bone to pick with you, eh? You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Yeah. Time for that, boy?
Time for what?
That call. She calling now?
I don't know. Check and see.
I ain't seen nothing.
They probably calling, but not coming up on the computer.
Nothing coming in. Yeah, nothing coming in.
They probably calling, but they're not coming up on the they're not seeing it coming up. You seen any missed calls?
Mm-mm. No, it working. We take calls on WhatsApp.
Only Trini Trump not to call the show on WhatsApp.
Yeah, only Trini Trump. Probably going back to the phone lines for 3 minutes. Take 3 minutes.
Call Talk City 91.1
2 minutes,
FM
and then we
now.
wrap up.
622-4911. WhatsApp us at 394-4911.
All right, 622-4911, 622-4911, 394-4911. We'll probably take 1 to 2 calls if all they want to get in here. You see, we done moving our stuff, people. If nobody call, we just locking off the program here now. We're going to lock it off. All right, 622-4911, 622-4911, that is the number to call. Up next is the Big Bad Wrap It Up Show with Obi and Kingsley. What is it? All right, the wrap up. The wrap up is up next. All right, with Obi and Kingsley right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. So nobody calling. So where's the heavy?
So until tomorrow, we're back here, same time, same place, right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Right? Enjoy your day, the rest of your day, Trinidad and Tobago, and we will see you guys tomorrow, please the Lord, right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Enjoy.
Tomorrow, boy, God, tomorrow is another day.
Yes.
Another day, another dollar. All right? Keep shooting for the stars and everything. In Tobago, if you can see it, you can 100% be it. And the moment you choose to give up is the moment a new star is born. Thank you so much for joining today. Up next, again, the wrap up with Obi and Kingsley. Stay tuned for that. You know, it's an encore later, you know. I feeling that. Is that encore? They watch it. It was hot. Yeah, it was a hot program. All right. Stay tuned for that. It's up next. We're leaving with the encore. Have a great day, Trinidad and Tobago. We out.